Hello my bunnies, it's Ticky's Trinkets here, and today I have for y'all a different kind of video. I mentioned it a little bit more in the video, but long story short, this is a more informative video on how I personally use Etsy to create a listing. I'm going into each part step by step, maybe not in exactly in order, because there's some parts where it kind of veer off topic just a little bit, but that's just who I am. But this is just an informational type video because sometimes I look up stuff like, how do I do this? How do I do that? And if I don't find any search results, although there are some with the same topic that you can already find, I just feel like it's a good informational video for people to have out there in case they need it. And it's currently 2023, so this was how it looked in 2023. The formatting of creating a listing and everything on any platform is constantly changing, just because things that are being optimized to make it better, or just things that they say make it better but maybe not so much. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm not going to talk too much because I already talk a ton in the video. I hope you guys enjoy this. I don't know what next week's video is going to be yet. I was so busy this week working on orders, and now I got more orders for the weekends to work on and into next week, so we'll see how everything goes. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in next week's video. Alright, let's get into this. Bye-bye, my bunnies. Hello, my bunnies. It's Ticky's Trinkets here, and today I'm going to show to y'all how I list an Etsy listing. This is probably something I should have done a long time ago just to show people who might need the assistance with it, but this is how I make a listing and do the shipping process for a small item or small package. So I am listing something that I was supposed to list 2 days ago. Let's not talk about that. Things have been busy. First thing it prompts when you're adding a new listing, you go to listings first on your Etsy shop, then go to add a listing, which let me go back to that. Do it step by step. Go to your dashboard, then click listings. Then after you click listings up here at the top right, it says add a listing. Now we're going to click the photos. Now my computer does load really slow, so this might not all load the way it's supposed to. Speaking of that, why is this not showing all my pictures? Okay, I don't know what was going on there. Weird stuff. Anyways, okay, let me find the pictures I'm listing. It is the Cryptic Cutie series. Okay, not that one. That one, 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 and then I need to upload one more, I think. And I put that under something different. Right here. I have separate folders for different things so I can keep up with it. Okay, got that. And then I also want to list the shipping policy, saying that shipping might be delayed, etc., etc. The next thing it's going to ask is for a video, which I will click and upload this in just a minute. I have it right there, but since our internet runs really slow, I want to give these pictures time to process. If I don't finish it, like if these pictures don't load, you can save it as a draft, which is what I'll probably have to do. Now, over here, I have my Etsy shop open with something I'm going to link. I'm going to put the link in the description for the rings, too. That way, if people like the sculptures, they can buy the rings. But I'm all over the place. I want to copy the exact title I used for the other one. Just modify it as needed. This was the first set. Oh, Lord. Kitty critter, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then I'm going to copy and paste the description as well. But give me a moment. Let me do the title first. Paste Kitty Cryptic Critters, Polymer Clay, set number 2, because this is the second set. I did a finished product, and it was between the last 2 years, so I've been working on this since last year. As you can see, I'm a little bit, like, all over the place. I don't know why this won't load. Lord have mercy. Anyways, let me go back over here. So now we're going to find what category we want to put it under. Whether it's figures, sculptures, keychains, cake toppers, something in between. I'm going to put figurines and sculptures for this particular thing. Because with my original art, I don't intend that anybody's going to be using it as a cake topper. Although I think it would be badass if you did use it as a cake topper. So I'm not complaining. Okay, make sure all that pops up. That's how you know that it'll be found in these categories, which that's as close to my items as I can get. Then it's going to ask the medium that it's made out of, so clay, and wood because the bases are wooden, so I usually try to put 2 if I can. It's just more attributes that can help it be found in search. The more descriptive you can be, the better. I can't put a primary color because it's multiple things in one listing. Same thing with a secondary color. The width, the height, I usually put 2.5 inches. Now my stuff does get bigger and larger, which you'll actually see if the pictures ever load, that there is a ruler. Let me just click edit on this. There is a ruler in the picture showing the size for comparison, because not all of them are the same height. But you know, that's bound to happen if I'm making everything by hand. Also, some of them I do intentionally want to be larger or smaller than their predecessors. Alright, now let me get this description copied and pasted. I do this just to save time whenever it's a large description like this one. So that's why I'm just going to copy and paste it. Okay, so we got the height. Now it's going to ask for the mount type, like where would you put this figure. It is a tabletop. You don't put it on the wall, the floor, or the ceiling. Then they have style, and again, I don't know if this is a video a lot of y'all are going to like. I should have said this at the beginning, but it's just something I thought that would be helpful. Also, I just didn't have time between Etsy orders and other stuff to get a different kind of video posted this week, so bear with me. I don't really have a particular style. I don't think mine fits any of these. Technically Gothic, but like that's very subjective, so I'm not going to put anything there. Same thing here, it doesn't really fit any of those. Don't just put random attributes just because you think it's nice. It's not going to help people find your stuff. Technically, under holidays, I could put Halloween, but since that's out of the season, I'm not going to bother with tagging a holiday to it because I don't want anyone to think that they're just for that holiday. Then it allows you to put different rooms you can put the stuff in. So I usually always just go living room and bedroom because you can only select 2, so that's the ones I usually go with. Make sure that stayed. Now, do you want it to renew automatically or manually? Since this is a sculpture one, I'll do manual renewal. With the rings and stuff like that, I do automatic renewal because they're easier. Well, not easier, but faster to put out than a sculpture. Sculpture just takes me longer. On average, one sculpture takes me about a week. I can maybe push out 2 if I'm being really aggressive about it. And then it's going to ask for the type of item. Is it physical or digital? And you can click digital if you need to, whatever you're doing. And now I'm going to paste the description. And in this part, I'm going to go through. I'm going to change that where the rings are. That's going to be this. Copy link. And that is the ring set that corresponds with these sculptures. The bunny, the cow, the cat, Bassie, Reese, me 3 Linda. Alright, this is my original series, Cryptic Cutie. Now I got to change this as necessary. This is sculpture set contains 3 original characters made by me. They are... little gnat. Why is there a gnat in the house? Bassie, the cat. Me 3 Linda. Me 3 Linda. The cow. And last but not least, I believe the last one was Hyde, right? Nope, Reese. Oh, Lord help me. Reese, the candy jackalope. Each character would come with their own adoption certificate and backstory cards. Stories are only available through purchase of the sculpture. I do not post the story anywhere, but if you do want to see the story, I'm not opposed to people posting the story for others to see. I just don't outright put it in the description because it's more fun to just get the thing, get the sculpture, the keychain, whatever you got, and get the story and be able to read it when you get it. Each purchase will include a sculpture with a matching adoption certificate and backstory card. The link to the rings. This will be made to order. Please allow it the 1 to 2 weeks for production. I leave that in there even though this is technically pre-made, just because it's easier to leave it in there in case I relist it again. I do remake things that I haven't made in a while, but It's usually only if I feel like making it, because sometimes things sell so much I get tired of making them. Because I'm making everything by hand from scratch every time, so forgive me, but sometimes I get tired. Alright, that's got all my basic self-help information about like if you need assistance or dates and times and stuff like that, so make sure you read this stuff like this. It's important to read artists' descriptions to make sure you have enough time for everything. Then it asked if you had to add a production partner. I only use this for my digital products, so I don't need to add that. Now I add it to the section, which I create the sections. You can create those by easily going under settings and info and appearance, and then just adding different, just adding different sections as necessary. Or you can click it right here and add a section right now. I can't remember. I think there's a cap on how many sections you can have, but I'm not sure. This is going to go under creepy clay cake toppers, excuse me. Now, I do want to make sure I use similar tags too, so I can also just go ahead and take that and do the same thing I did with the description, copy and paste. And even though some of these tags might not make sense, it's good to make multiple word tags, trust me. Okay, I don't think I need that open, but I'm going to leave it open, I guess, just in case. Horror lovers. Polymer clay. Don't get me wrong, I could just type this out, but I don't want to. Cryptic creatures. This part, in my opinion, is the most tedious part of making the listings. But you do need the tags. That's how the algorithm and SEO is able to figure out what people are searching for and if it's relevant to your listing. So they are detrimental. You fill out all 13 tags and get really creative. Oh, I don't need that one. Okay, so let's do unique ones. Candy, jackalope. Egyptian dog. And now we got EGYPTIAN. Egyptian cat. Mountain goat. What do I keep forgetting? Oh, alien cow. Lord have mercy. I always forget one. My next set will be something different in the theme, and it will only have 3 characters, so it's a lot faster for me to make it and push it out. Obviously, I've been having some issues with timing lately. See, I do put these in the tags. I don't put them as an attribute, though, because I don't want people to think they're only for Halloween. Because, you know, they're creepy, they're cute, but they're not just for Halloween. But you do want to fill out all these tags, so just go nuts with whatever you need to with these tags. Look up what's relevant. Use Etsy rank, E-rank, in order to try to find different types of tags. But you can only search so many, like, tags and things a day on E-rank, unless you're, like, a premium member, which I'm not. Spooky cryptics, copy. And technically I'm competing with my own tags in the algorithm, but that's okay. I don't mind if all my stuff ends up in the same page in the algorithm. Also, anything with core at the end is popular right now. Clown core, kid core, cryptic core, so that's why I'm using those. So make sure you stay up to date. Oh Lord, I had that in there twice. Oh, because that one was spelled wrong. So now I need to come up with one other thing. See, even I struggled to think of 13 unique tags. Creepy, and you only get 20 characters per tag. So, kawaii, creepy kawaii creatures? That's too many characters. Kawaii creatures? Good enough. At the end of the day, you can't be too picky about it. You just put something down for it to find it. Now it's going to ask about the materials, which you can see right here. I use polymer clay, wood, and acrylic paint. Lord help me. And that's the same materials I use for these. Polymer clay, wood, acrylic, acrylic. Sometimes I forget how to spell stuff and I just have to literally spell it out in order to spell it. As for the price, there's going to be multiple variations, so I'm going to skip the price and scroll down to add variations. All that's just the quantity and a SKU. This is just to help keep track of the stuff for your own records. I don't use it. And then I go with style. And prices vary for each style if you want to do different prices. Bassy, cat, well, I should say cat first. Cat, Bassy, only, cow, me 3, Linda, only. There's also a limit to how many characters you can use on these too, sadly. Reese, Bunny, only. I can't put Jackalope, it's just too dang long. All 3. Alright, save and continue. Now that we got that, we can add the prices. 35. And some people probably think that this is too much per sculpture, but honestly, I'm underselling myself compared to the rest of the market right now. Most people are charging twice the amount, if not 3 times the amount I am. And also, as you can see, I give a discount if you order all 3. And it's a pretty good size discount because it's $15 off if you buy all 3 from me, which is a steal. And I do love a good discount myself. That's why I do it like that. But I know that some people think it's just too expensive, and I'm sorry, it's not too expensive. I'm trying to make a living. You do what you have to when you're selling stuff like this. Alright, all 3. That's going to be that picture right there. And then I have to wait on the pictures to actually load in order for me to click the ones I need. And I need to do cat by itself, cow by itself, and bunny by itself. There is the cow by herself, so let me go to cow. There we go. Oh, see, there's the ruler picture now. You can actually see it. Let me save and continue. I don't know if it's actually loaded all the photos yet. Nope, not quite. I knew that was probably the issue because I was like, why isn't it showing the other 2? Because they have not loaded yet. I want that near the end. There we go. And it's just those 2 I'm waiting on. But hey, that's pretty good. Usually it takes forever and nothing wants to load. You can also adjust the thumbnail and resize it, but I think that's actually pretty good as it is. I'm going to delete these 2 photos and try to re-upload them. If your internet connection's bad like mine, just do the same thing. It's the best advice I can give you. If that don't work, save it as a draft and go somewhere that you have a better data or Wi-Fi connection. Trust me, it's like the only alternative. Well, now that I can't add those just yet, I'm going to move on to the next thing. And if you click invisible, that means it's sold out. So if you do sell out of something but want to leave it up there so people can see it, just do that. And it'll show us sold out. Easy. Personalizations, if you want to let the customers personalize it, I don't necessarily need that. Then you can make your own custom shipping options. This is for my stickers. I have to keep that up there to associate with all my sticker listings. But for everything else, I just click enter custom shipping options. And then you can either enter it in manually or get the recommended, which I do that because it's just usually the most cost efficient for you and the customer. You enter in your zip code, enter in your process time, which, again, I know that I put that it's pre-made, but I'm still going to go ahead and put the max that I usually put whenever I have to make something, 1 to 2 weeks. Under promise, over deliver. Always put your shipping time that it'll take, your shipping / construction time, your processing time, will take longer than you actually need. Because once a buyer has placed their order, how long does it take you to prepare a package and put it in the mail? That's what the customer wants. They want to know exactly when they're going to get it. I always say that it takes me longer. So, under promise, over deliver. It's just something you should definitely live by. Then it asks where you want to ship to. I ship everywhere except France and Germany because of the new Lucid laws. I have not registered through Lucid. I don't want to register my social security number, and I don't have an EIN, employer identification number. I just use my social for taxes. So I'm not going to click those countries because I'm just not going to ship there. I'm sorry if you live in France or Germany, but your country's kind of crapping on you right now with not allowing people. It's just, look into it, okay? It's a big deal, and I cannot be responsible for the product for its entire lifespan and afford to ship it back to me if necessary because I would end up losing money. It's one thing if there's a problem like something's lost in the mail or something's heavily damaged. Of course, I would assist with that, but I can't be responsible for something I ship out in 2020 and then in 2060 they tell me, hey, I need to ship it back. It's broken. I don't want it anymore. Just look into it. It's some crazy stuff. That's all I gotta say. These are the different mail options you can provide. I just allow all of them because why not? There's also advanced options. I don't bother with any of that. I mean, like, I just let it do the automated ones and let the customer pick whichever one they want. They can pick the cheapest, they can pick the most expensive, whatever's best. Then you can offer free shipping, which I am not right now. It eats too much into my profit, sadly. Handling fee, if you need to add a separate fee for domestic or international orders, how much would it be and what is it for, yada yada. You could save this as a shipping profile, which I should just save that as a shipping profile, but I'm not going to bother with it. Tariff number, this info is used for blah 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 blah. I can actually just look up the tariff number every time if I need to. It sucks, but I can make it work. Now, last but certainly not least, we have the item weight and package size. So let me go back over to this one, because it's the same for about every 7 ounces. I do wish they had it to where you could put different ounce sizes, although I've noticed the packaging price is still almost the same, whether it's let me see. Okay, now it won't show my different options. Even if it's a 3 ounce, 4 ounce, 5 ounce, 6 ounce, or 7 ounce, it usually doesn't drastically change too much. It's when we get the 10 ounces or a pound and over, that's when it becomes a little too heavy, and then the shipping fees start to increase drastically. And all my boxes are typically the same size, 5 by 5 by 5. Excuse me, if somebody does order a larger order, I use a 7 by 7 by 7, and I do sometimes reuse old Amazon boxes if I have a really weird sized order or a really large order, so I do make that work too. And if I ever ship, picture frames, I do those in bubble mailers. I just haven't done any in a while. And I'm also thinking about getting back into making necklaces, so keep an eye out for that. If I do, I'll start posting about it on social media, obviously. I think I need to hit publish because I changed that on this one. Yeah, I changed that. Okay, so let me hit publish on this one. This is the old one, not the new one. And once you click publish, it should give you this to where you could see where it is, how many quantities available. You should be able to see the different styles. And the reason why you link pictures is because once somebody clicks that style, you can see the individual picture for that item. And I just think it's cool. Okay, I got that posted, so now let me go back over here, check one more time to see if these pictures have uploaded, which now they finally have, so let me take them, drag them to where I want on the line, and now I can go link those photos. And then the last but not least thing, because I haven't done the video yet, is the video, but I have to wait and see if it will actually load. So let me connect these pictures. Alright, and don't forget to save it. And then go back up to video. The video part always takes the longest for me. Well, no, I'd say the pictures maybe take longer. It just depends. And it does give you a percentage for how long it's taking to upload, but this is going to take a hot minute, so I'm going to stop it here. But again, once you get it all done, it'll automatically take you to that page and show you the listing itself. Let me just randomly hop on over here. Let's pretend that this was the new one. It'll take you automatically to this, or if you're on mobile, it might ask, do you want to see the listing that you just uploaded? And if you click it, then it'll take you to the listing and it'll show you the page. So you could check it out, make sure everything's showing the way that it should be, your policies and all that. FAQs are right down there. You can message the person directly. Yeah, just really convenient. Also, nowadays, whenever somebody clicks on the listing, it's going to show you similar items that people have reviewed, so that's also really good for the customers too. And that is pretty much it. This is going to take a hot minute, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a kind of random video, but recently I've noticed there's certain things I need help with. I've been but looking up on YouTube, and I can't find videos to actually help me with my problems. So I figured I'd make a video on how to list something on Etsy with shipping being a package or small something like that. Because again, in the shipping, you can actually change, is it a package or an envelope or whatever else in between. which, is good. Because not everybody's shipping the same thing. And again, you can save the shipping presets as well. That's still going to take a minute. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I've said it in the last video, but I'll say it again. Belated Happy Valentine's Day, and an early Happy Easter, and also a belated Happy Fat Tuesday, or in other words, Mardi Gras, because that just passed as well. Gotta love all the holidays back to back this time of year. It's just really fun. Thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to check out next week's video. I don't know what it'll be yet, but you will find out when I do. Check out my social media. My link tree is in all my social media accounts' bios. Check it out. It's also on my YouTube channel. That way you can see all the new things I'm about to post. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all then. I love you guys so much. Bye-bye, my bunnies.